on Wooden Stadium. You remember I said it's Vodacom. He since corrected me. He says from February, it's under MTN.
Oh, excellent.
Yes, so it's under MTN.
So they have their naming rights now.
Yes,
The
yes.
Vodacom one fell away.
Yeah, it appears. Yeah. Then the second correction, you remember we spoke about the assistant coach at Red Arrows.
Yeah.
Is also corrected as is Songwe Charwe.
Ah,
You remember the brother?
the Charwe
Yeah,
brothers.
yeah, the Charwe brothers. You remember the other brother also? They were in
Yes,
South Africa.
yes.
Even him did play, professional football.
He's in the middle actually. There's Linus.
Yes.
And then Songwe.
Yeah.
Then Sashi.
Then there's Sashi.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Sashi also played for the Zambia national team.
Yeah, they
remember,
all
as
played for the
as a
national
defender. Then he migrated into South Africa. Yeah, I believe he still stays in South Africa, if I'm not mistaken. But that's subject to to correction. But thanks, Matthews Kabamba.
Excellent.
Yeah, he's a brother's keeper.
I have a message which says morning, it's now afternoon. Tell us more about the performance of these two Zambian players, Sinkala and Mbola. Where's Emmanuel Mbola and where's Nathan? Definitely not.
Nathan is in South Africa.
He plays for Stellenbosch.
Stellenbosch,
Yeah.
And he's doing quite well. He's already scored, I think, for them from that midfield. So he's doing well in South Africa.
Yeah. For Mbola is at TP Mazembe. Yeah, he plays for TP Mazembe. That's where he is.
Okay,
sure.
Pretty much exciting. All right, let me have Lucy now run us through the Premier League fixtures, and then the panel can pick it up.
And the other thing,
with the previous.
The other correction. Sorry, on Champions League for Liverpool. Actually, 6.
Oh, 6 times.
6, yes. The recent one came last year. You remember when?
You're forgetting that were the current European champions, and that's the 6th one.
Yeah,
so look
sure.
to the Premier League fixtures and also
until someone else wins it.
But you lost out. You're not.
So who's the champion? So there's no champion.
Yes.
No. We're the champions until someone else lifts the trophy.
All right, so I go straight into the Premier League fixtures. Today we have Aston Villa playing Wolves at 13:30. Tomorrow we have Watford versus Southampton playing at 17:30. Monday we have Crystal Palace versus Burnley playing at 21 hours. On Tuesday, that is 30th of June, we have Brighton versus Manchester United playing at 21:15 hours. Wednesday, that's where it seems to have a lot of games. We've got Bournemouth versus Newcastle, Everton versus Leicester at 19 hours, Arsenal versus Norwich City, West Ham versus Chelsea. Yes, I think that's all for Wednesday. Gentlemen, I had to go up to Wednesday next week. Chair, I take you to tomorrow's game, or rather, yeah, I'll take you tomorrow's game, and then I'll pitch for Jerry today's. That is Aston Villa versus Wolves. So, Chair, it's Watford versus Southampton. We already know who the champions are, but we still have games to run.
Oh yes.
Yeah. We remaining with 7 games.
Yeah.
They've played 31 games thus far, and 7 more to go. But we have the champions.
Yes.
In fact, I'm sandwiched, by champions.
I know, right?
Yeah, but it's still, the 3 slots that have to be played for. I know somebody out there may be able to say, Manchester City is as good, for second position.
Yeah.
But
They grab that one.
well, I still have a reservation in that they are on 63 points, whereas the team that follows them, Leicester City, is on 55, meaning and implying that the difference is 8 points, and still 7 games to play. In 7 games, you're talking of 21 games.
Yeah.
Whereas the 4th team is Chelsea, they are on 54 points, meaning again that they're 9 points off, Manchester City.
Yeah.
Then you have Manchester United on 5th, on 49. Then you have the other Wolves as well on 49. Yeah. After that, then you have Sheffield Wednesday on 44. Sheffield United on 44. So that's what I'm saying. The 3 slots, they're still, precarious, a little bit, difficult.
But in effect, it's just 1 slot, which
No. There's everything
Man
to play
City,
for.
you
Because
can say yes,
when you look at Man City, the way they lost to Chelsea, it could dampen their spirits.
But look at the other games that they wired. The Burnley 5-0,
Yeah, they
3-0.
Yeah, but sometimes
they won't lose all the remaining games.
Yeah, sometimes it's from such a slip that you start finding things not going your way. So really, yes, we could say Manchester City is guaranteed in terms of.
I'm willing to bet on that.
Yeah,
that
in terms of Champions League football. But like I've said, beginning even Arsenal could also give them a chance because they're now on 43. They won on Thursday.
Yes.
Yeah, so they're now on 43. Yeah, 44 for Sheffield United, then 49 for Wolves and Manchester United. So really, this
Arsenal out of it.
So out of this 21 games,
so you say even Tottenham have got a chance.
Well, what I'm trying to put across is that there will still be a fight for the Champions League because when you look at it, there's a game for Liverpool versus Manchester City.
Yes.
They have to play next week. That's a tough one. I don't think Klopp would want to, and that game will be played at Etihad Stadium. You remember there will also be a parade, a guard of honor that will be given to Liverpool. So chances are Klopp could be able to come up with a strong side that he would want to beat, Manchester City. So that brings in the picture that I'm trying to put across that even the second position is not guaranteed.
But still.
Thank you, Andrew. Jerry, I know you are champions, and I think this is, I'll do it a little.
I thought you were on loan at Liverpool. So
yes,
we are champions.
Jerry, she's leaving.
Where's she going to Madrid?
No, not Madrid. No, she's going to Chelsea or Man United.
We are champions, but I just want you to say something with regards to Tuesday's game between Brighton and Manchester United. Then also as a fan for Liverpool, your expectations with the remaining games and just the feeling, around, outside there, what people are thinking and what you are feeling right now. But first of all, give me Brighton versus Manchester United.
Oh, okay.
Be played on Tuesday.
Manchester United, I think they won their last game 3-0, was it?
And
it was a hat trick. You mentioned that it was a hat trick.
They were so happy, saying the first hat trick by Man U in the last 5 years in the FPL or something like that. Their fans were all agog.
Look at this man. We were
which fans? The stadium was empty.
Look at what
fans on social media. Social media.
Stop hiding.
They celebrated like they got a trophy.
Yes.
But seriously, well done to them. I think they've played well from the time the season resumed. Drew with Tottenham. Came from behind, I think. They won against Sheffield. And they're playing Brighton, who are in the relegation struggle, I think. Although Brighton did beat Arsenal with a last-minute goal, so it won't be plain sailing. But Manchester United are fixated on a Champions League slot. They have an outside chance of getting the 4th position, so they're still pushing. So they're in the company of Wolves, which is also a good team. And Sheffield United, I think the coronavirus break worked against them because they were doing so well before lockdown. And now they've just been losing games. They're not playing well. So it's looking like Manchester United, they have still got a chance. They're in with a shout of making it into the top 4. But Chelsea have got something to say about that, having taken care of the champions, the outgoing champions, Manchester City. And Chelsea played very well, and they are the favorites for that 4th slot. So it won't be an easy game. Brighton are fighting relegation. Manchester United want to get into the top 4. But probably Manchester United will edge it because they've got that bit more quality than Brighton. And then you had asked me, sorry.
Before Andrew comes in, let's have Emmanuel at least come in. Because I know Andrew is warming up the engine as well. I think he says, Zamjarian, Emmanuel the Zamjarian. Last week, I mean, his opinion polls went off the roof. Everyone was saying, how many panga? Here you are now. All right. Now, what word do you have for Jerry and Lucy? Is it deserved? Or maybe it's something that you probably have something else.
He's wearing red.
Lucy's a Manchester United fan. Let's start there. I have nothing to say to Lucy. Honestly, I just came on this show today to congratulate Liverpool fans.
Yeah.
Great man.
All right. Okay.
He's a great man.
That's why I wore the red today. But unfortunately, I thought it was going to be Paulo. Not Jerry, because Jerry, I can't stand Jerry. I'm joking, but You know one thing about the Premier League, no one ever wins it except you totally deserve it. And Liverpool have done it in devastating fashion. I mean, people were calling me and asking me, Emmanuel, has Premier League finished? No, I said it doesn't work that way. They won it so early and so convincingly that we have to give them props. So congratulations.
Thank you.
With the 7 games, games to spare. You should have also added that in 30 years.
And then Lucy had asked me to just comment on the remaining games for Liverpool, whether they're going to take their foot off the gas and relax and
I don't think so.
I don't think so. They're still chasing some records. Probably they want to get to 100 points.
They're out of the Champions League, so what else are they really playing for?
They want to get to 100 points like Man City did. They want to get the record for the most wins in a season. They are 28 wins and Man City's record is 32. So they're looking, hey, we can still do it, guys. Let's just go all the way, full throttle, and show that we really deserved it.
Yeah, but then again, not to forget that coach would try also some fringe players. You'll be able to bring them on.
But
like you talk of Minamino from Red Bull Salzburg. Origi. Origi is a go-getter.
But Origi, you can't throw out Origi. I mean, Origi has done things at Liverpool. He won them. He won them Champions League. Last season. So you can't say Origi is a second. Second.
So in a way again, I think we need to congratulate the African players that do ply their trade at Liverpool. You're talking of Mo Salah. You're talking of Sadio Mane. You talk of Matip Keita, and Origi does come into the picture. Although he's Dutch,
he's
Belgian. But originally he's Kenyan.
His father is Kenyan.
Yeah, he's Kenyan.
And very good props to the coach. He, I think, is the one who's put this together, brought in the right players. He's formed a formidable team.
But we shouldn't forget, Jerry, that the person who started it all is Brendan Rodgers. We shouldn't forget that.
No, I thought you should go to Rafa Benitez. Remember Benitez?
It should be
almost, it should be Benitez. Because Benitez almost won it for them.
But the current team that Liverpool has was put together by Brendan Rodgers.
No, it's only 2 or 3 players.
No. Remember, he went and...
It's only Henderson, in fact.
No. He went and bought quite a number from Southampton. Don't forget.
Yeah, that says, you remember that success is the father of many, whereas orphan is a failure. Exactly. This is a picture they are trying to bring in now.
Okay, I still have 2 games that I need to. That is for Andrew and Zamjarian. So Andrew, you are going to comment on Arsenal and Norwich. Then I will have
the Zamjarian.
Yes, commenting on West Ham versus Chelsea.
The London Derby.
Norwich.
Yes.
Wow.
Norwich.
Yeah, you Norwich versus Arsenal, and then the Zamjarian, the London Derby, the
fighting relegation,
Chelsea.
And they lost the previous game. Arsenal also didn't start on a good note, although they seem to be picking up. It's an even contest.
David Luiz let them down. But they gave him a new contract.
The following day was actually signing a new contract. So it's a very even contest.
Yeah.
I love the way the fighting spirit in the Norwich team. They never give up. They will always play, even if they are down. They will always play to the last whistle. And Arsenal should be wary of that fact because they can actually surprise them.
Okay.
Jerry is talking about David Luiz. Hope that is he even playing? Didn't he get a red card?
Yeah, probably.
Has he finished his suspension? Is he still on
suspension?
suspension?
It was a 1 match ban, wasn't it?
Was it 1 or 2? I don't know.
I think that should have been a 1 match ban.
One match ban. So we hope that he can recover from that and be able to marshal that defense. Not easy, but
I think Xhaka coming back has really helped their midfield as well.
Yeah,
that's why they could, stand toe to toe with Southampton. I was totally convinced Southampton were to beat them, but
and
when I saw Xhaka
running
back,
as well,
he really, dominated the midfield. So props to them.
Emmanuel, West Ham versus Chelsea.
I have no idea why David Moyes is still a coach in the Premier League. That's where I will start.
The squad.
Hey, show some respect. That's your former coach.
He's a horrible manager. That's why he left. He's very, very bad at his job. Since I've seen West Ham play with the talent they have, I mean, you have Antonio, you have quality play. Lazini is back. I mean, and I cannot see any football these guys are playing long ball. With who, please? So I don't understand how Chelsea is not going to absolutely demolish, West Ham. Coming off, high with Man City victory. Pulisic is on something else. I don't know what I went to go and drink during the lockdown, but he came out firing. It's just been amazing to see what Chelsea have to achieve in the many few games that are left. So I think Chelsea have the edge against West Ham, and hopefully they could go into third place because Leicester isn't doing really well. I think Leicester has been dropping. I think they've been drawing games, and so Manchester United will just edge them in the fourth place and Chelsea in third. That's how my table is going to end.
My goodness.
Yeah.
An interesting run-in.
Yeah. Just a confirmation, Lorenzo, that the Minister of Youth and Sport has now confirmed that the games will begin, but they'll be played and behind the closed doors. And that's the thing. So he's urging the sports associations to be able to put things in place in terms of sanitizer, the COVID-19, sanitizer and all those things. But really the bottom line is that the games will be played behind closed doors.
Okay, pretty.
Hope they can televise them.
On TV, television will be there, I believe, and
keep following what's happening.
And he's indicated that all stadia will have to be cleared.
Okay.
So it means that the Minister of Youth and Sport will come in, the Minister of Health will come in, as well as the local government, ministry will have to come in.
I hope the players will also get tested very
regularly.
For each game.
But that also comes with the costs, So who bears the cost? Is it the Zambian FA or is it the clubs? I want to believe it to be the clubs to bear the costs, for the testing.
Absolutely. All right. Now, before I move on to La Liga, now Jerry, I saw your debate on what kit you'll be wearing through to the end of the season and what compensation mathematics is involved, because you have a new kit deal with this. Is it Nike?
Well, they are no longer NB.
They've actually ditched New Balance.
New Balance. It came to an end, and we didn't want to renew.
Yeah, that's ditching them, unfortunately. But why did you ditch New Balance? And what is Nike putting on the table? And what were you getting from New Balance? Let's look at the business side of football for starters.
Okay, if I'm not mistaken, Liverpool were getting is it 40 million pounds per year from New Balance, and I think New Balance were there for Liverpool in these lean times, supported the team, the
Very
money
hard
that
time.
came in, helped bring in some quality players. But when the contract was coming towards an end, Liverpool started sort of fishing, looking out for another kit supplier who could maybe better the terms that were in the New Balance contract. And then Nike could see that Liverpool were a team on the up.
I'm saying 142 million pounds.
Wow.
And Nike want to be associated with winners.
I think that's what Jerry should have started with. They're big boys now, so they are going to be big sponsorship deals. MB is gone, Nike's here to stay for sure.
So they've entered into a contract with Nike whereby they don't just get like a lump sum and forget about it. They're even going to be getting a percentage of the merchandise sales.
Actually, 80 million pounds. Yeah. In January, you signed a multi-year deal with Nike, with 80 million pounds, double, right?
Double, yes.
The New Balance deal.
One of the biggest, I believe, in the world.
Really? Let me check for Real Madrid's one. All right, while you keep talking.
So the difference is that the Liverpool deal won't just allow them to get a lump sum and forget. They'll even get a percentage of the shirt sales income. And then they looked at the global reach of Nike. It's the biggest sportswear manufacturer. I think even bigger than Adidas. As a result, they said, okay, they've got all these outlets through which they can sell our shirts and other merchandise. Therefore, we stand to gain much more than just getting a lump sum. So they're getting about, is it 20% from the sales? And then that's going to add to the coffers. So like you said, 80 million pounds plus. So the more shirts that are sold, the more money that will come into Liverpool's coffers. So it's
good business.
Yeah, it's good business. Are you also able to tell us how much New Balance will be compensated? I heard you talk about.
To be any compensation?
I heard you talk about a conversation in our WhatsApp group. So I think that was very good information that listeners could benefit from.
Okay, what I understand is that because the new deal came to an end, I think, at the end of May.
So
in June, Adidas, Nike was supposed to come in and supply Liverpool's jerseys. But they said, look, guys, it's going to be a bit unfair. Nike will get all the plaudits. We win the title in the Nike shirt, but it's New Balance who are supposed to see us through up until the end of the season. As a result, we'll extend the contract up to the end of the season, such that they'll continue wearing New Balance shirts. And Adidas, because they were supposed to kick in 1st June, now they're saying, okay, you have to wait a bit. That's when the compensation came in. The amount was undisclosed. But I think they came to an amicable agreement, and it worked out well for both parties. New Balance don't lose out. Liverpool will lift the championship trophy wearing New Balance shirts. Then
so who pays who?
As a new partner.
Who pays who?
Is it Nike paying
Nike paying New Balance, or New Balance paying Nike?
To look like Nike is the party being compensated.
Okay.
For that waiting period.
Yeah, because they were supposed to be the ones now, but
look at how people make money. Just waiting.
Make money, huh?
Yeah, just sitting.
Selling shirts.
Just sitting.
Just sitting.
Just sitting. The money is coming in.
Yeah.
Do it.
Just like Deontay Wilder, when he was told that he must be able to give leeway to Anthony Joshua, to be able to fight Tyson Fury. They said they could give him a compensation of $10 million.
Even Mourinho, when he was coming in as Man U manager,
coach,
they said, so that you don't sign with another team, we'll pay you to join us, to just wait and then you join us when we fire.
But Tyson Fury, Deontay Wilder could have gotten $10 million, but he opted to rubbish it and say, I want the fight, because he knows that there's more money in the fight as opposed to what you'll be able to get. Because in all fairness, you could get about 100,000, even if he's defeated. You get the point. So
100,000.
We could get about 100 million. 100 million. Yeah, you could get 100 million even if he's defeated. As opposed to getting 10 million and sit back. Because you know how these matchmakers do it. It will be very difficult for you to be able to have an opportunity to fight the champion. They will be able to evade you. They'll be able to look for other, challenges. Because
you have mandatories as well.
Yes, because you have the sanctioning bodies, those that are mandatory to be able to fight you.
Okay. All right, gentlemen, let's run through Spanish La Liga fixtures in just a moment, and then we'll have the Zamjiri and Jerry and Andrew also pick it up, having spoken after chair, having to speak after chair. All right, at the San Mamés Barria, kickoff time is 14 hours, where Real Mallorca will be playing Athletic Bilbao. Then at the Abanca Balaidos, Celta de Vigo play Barcelona at 17 hours Central African time. And then in Pamplona, we have Osasuna playing at home to Leganés. Then at the Estadio Wanda Metropolitano, it's Deportivo Alaves playing away to Atletico de Madrid. Sunday sees Levante play Real Betis at 17. Then Valencia will be out to Villarreal at Estadio de la Ceramica. Granada play Eibar. And then we do have Espanyol at home to Real Madrid at 22 hours Central African time for Sunday. Then Monday, Getafe play Real Sociedad. And then Tuesday, we'll have Leganés play Sevilla, Celta de Vigo away to Mallorca at the Iberostar STD. Then at the Nou Camp, it's Barcelona playing Atletico de Madrid, 22 hours Central African time. Emmanuel, this could just be a title deciding match.
100%.
Well, no, not the title deciding match.
For me, it is.
Straight. Okay, it will tilt the title in Madrid's favor, or maybe you disagree. Let's have you coming from the point of view.
I feel Madrid are going to win the league. I said it 2 weeks ago because they just have the right momentum. And I don't know, the stadium that Madrid are playing their home games, there's something that's about that stadium. Like you can't stop winning there. It's just yes, sir. So I think they just have the momentum. Lionel Messi is looking like, what am I playing with? He's tired. I don't know. Griezmann is just looking lost. Suarez is coming off an injury, so he's not really fit. So Barcelona are still trying to struggle out wins. You can see their game. The last game against Athletic Bilbao, I felt they shouldn't have taken off the striker, and Barcelona came up with the goods late on in the match with Rakitic. So I think there's a lot of imbalance going on.
Rakitic scored in that game.
Yeah, he scored. He's the one who scored the winner.
Yeah, the winning goal.
Yeah, and you see Arthur is moving to Juventus, so there's a lot of misbalance in the team right now, and I feel once that game is done and dusted, because I think Atletico Madrid have very, very good form. I think 2 games ago they won 5-0. Costa and Felix are finding
very solid at the back.
Yes, Jimenez is doing very well.
Would you fancy them beating Barcelona?
I want them to beat Barcelona.
You want them? Oh, you're going back to Real Madrid.
Oh, you know, I'm a side Real Madrid fan. Jerry, sorry.
So you better watch out.
So, yeah, man, I just feel they will nick it at the end, and hopefully I have a reason to celebrate a Real Madrid title win.
Okay, all right, Jerry. Barcelona definitely out of sorts. Would you feel that Lionel Messi could be that star player that is looking for motivation from his gaffer, that is not getting from that Setien guy? I wonder where Barcelona got that coach from. Firing Ernesto Valverde, he really tried to keep things together at the Nou Camp. I mean, I have a soft spot for Real, but let's not forget Lorenzo Wabonse.
You know, we wondered at that decision to get rid of Valverde at that stage. I mean, if they were not happy with the way they performed in the Champions League,
let him finish the season?
Yeah. If they had wanted, they could have sacked him in the summer before the season started, or let him finish the season now. Midway, I think they were top when he was fired.
Yes.
They were leading the table. Then they acted emotionally, got rid of him, and brought in the new fellow. The day before, he was looking at goats in his home village. Then the next day, he was in the Nou Camp. He said it himself. So there he is.
Oh, he said it himself.
Yeah, looks a bit out of sorts. Barca are not really playing the silky football that we're accustomed to. It's like they're grinding out some wins, scoring 1 goal and so on. Messi, like you're saying, he looks tired, maybe looking around at the lack of quality in the team, the lack of motivation.
Yeah, it seems frustrating.
It seems a bit frustrated,
somewhat.
Yeah, you remember there was also, just to chip in, there was also some tiff between Messi and the Frenchman who is now, is it director of sport? Abida. You remember there was that tiff?
Yeah. Player power.
Yeah, player power. And that is
Messi came out and said, what you're saying is not true.
Yeah.
We didn't do what you're saying.
Yeah, but there was that, it was in the press, and such kind of things don't help your cause in terms of winning the title. Yeah. You remember the initial person that gone to Middle East to pick up Xavi to be the coach, but Xavi, just said no.
Now it's not the right time.
Yeah, it's not the right time for me to be able to be coach for Barca, and that's how they ended up picking. Is it what do you call it? Quintin Santin? It sounds Latinish. Yeah, it sounds Latinish. Yeah. So that's how they ended up getting a Goatman. As you say.
But Madrid are looking like they're more likely to clinch it.
Look at Benzema, Karim Benzema. He's now getting goals.
Yeah.
I hope his court case is now out. It did affect him so much. Okay. And eventually we hope he'll be taken on by.
Yeah, okay. All right. Now, Mfundisi, we take it that you've cut your side beards now that Liverpool are champions. Before hammering Crystal Palace. Is it tomorrow? Or when are they playing Crystal Palace, by the way? And welcome to the program. Yeah, albeit for a few minutes.
Oh what a terrible voice. You shouldn't have been a singer, that's for sure. You were in primary school, I guess.
Okay. Yeah. Now Jerry is asking that you were in primary school the last time Liverpool won.
Or preschool.
Or preschool.
Don't remember where you were in 1990. That's a Man U fan for you.
Wow. You see how he's attacking me now?
All the Liverpool fans, I mean, if Young Buffalo was not born, and this morning we were talking to him from Twitter on another forum, he was not yet born. It's such a long time.
Which makes it the more sweeter. Thank you, Muzo, for pointing that out.
It's been such a long time.
I learned it from you, Muzo.
That you are the master of the trick of interruption.
Yeah.
It's well deserved.
Thank you, Muzo.
Okay.
You have some humility. He always has to throw in something like that. Thank you, Mulo.
All right, cheers, my brother. We hope to see you with our those side beers next Saturday.
Save them and cut them when you will get into the Champions League.
All right, cheers, brother man. Okay. All right. Now, pick of the week, look out for the weekend. We'll start with Andrew, and then it will go that way. Pick of the week and look out for the weekend.
Pick of the week definitely has to be Liverpool winning the
Liverpool's crowning moment.
Yes,
and you're stealing Jerry's pick of the week.
Yeah. So, we can't run away from that. It's sweet victory for Liverpool fans. So we need to celebrate with them. We shouldn't feel jealousy that they're on top of the world at the moment. So we should celebrate with them and feel happy for them. Look out for the weekend.
Oh, that's easy. Barcelona, Atletico Madrid.
Oh, too easy, eh? Okay. I like that. Okay.
Look out for the weekends. I think I can't pick any.
You can't pick. Yeah. Very honest, Andrew. Yeah, okay, all right, let's get on to Jerry. Jerry, pick of the weekend, look out for the weekend.
That's obvious, Lawrence.
It's obvious. I don't even have to ask.
You don't have to ask. Liverpool winning the title after 30 years, and thanks to Chelsea helping us out. And just before that, Liverpool had a very brilliant game against Crystal Palace. They really totally outclassed them. Annihilated them. Good goals by Mane and Salah. So that's the pick of the week. And look out, well,
Coronation.
Not really. There's an intriguing relegation battle in the EPL. I think Norwich are out of it. Maybe even Aston Villa. So, but there are teams like Bournemouth there. There's West Ham. Yeah, so it's quite intriguing, and we'll keep an eye out to see who's going to survive and just pull away from the rest of the doomed teams.
Absolutely, great. The Zamjarian Emmanuel, are you going to pick Anthony Martial?
100%. Everybody should say Liverpool. That's obvious. Pick of the week was definitely Martial's hat-trick. Okay?
Did he win them anything?
Since Van Persie, bro. Please, you need to clap for Martial.
5 years without a hat-trick.
Thank you. That was
5 years without a hat-trick.
Something like that.
I have never felt
in the EPL
after a match like that. It was so refreshing. So thank you. That was
some of the goals were a bit scrappy, but well, yeah.
And as a Nigerian, I want to be the first person to say another pick of the week would be Zambian football coming back. Please see your Zambian.
In fact, we share the same thing.
Thank you.
And it's only next month.
Yeah, I mean, for me, when His Excellency needs, by bi-monthly, bi-weekly. Yeah, speech in which you indicated that football, the sport must be able to come back. I want to be, for me, that's my pick of the week because, like I've said, you know, you go on the street, you're in malls, you're in town, you meet people asking, Chair, when is Bola Yapazet? When is the game back? Now, finally, we have it.
People suffered without soccer.
Yeah, without soccer. The president has given, you know, a clear list indication that football must begin. Then, secondly, like I've indicated, the minister has also said, yes, the respective stadia must be inspected before the games begin. So, for me, that's a pick of the week. Wow. Looking forward. This afternoon, Manchester United is playing Norwich City in the FA Cup. Yeah, sure.
Okay, great.
That's what I'm looking for. You can see I'm still Manchester. We don't shift to positions.
Transfer to Man City.
No.
Not my coach.
Transfer to the blue side.
All right, so let's have the Lieutenant Colonel of Backpage now to give us her pick of the week and look out for the weekend.
Pick of the week is Helen Manga and Rachel Nachula.
Signing for
Real Spanish club. I'm not going to mention that you will do that. And for next week, it's West Ham versus Chelsea.
Yeah,
yes,
the London derby.
Yes, I want to watch the game and see how it is.
Also,
the way Emmanuel is looking.
So your pick of the week is not Martial's answering.
I did it on purpose because I knew what you were going to say. So I'm not going to pick the Rays. I'll pick Rachel and Helen.
All right, joining Real Zaragoza. All right, just about a minute. Jerry didn't have to comment on that. Let's get your opinion. Helen and Rachel joining Real Zaragoza in La Liga before you wrap up today's show. Your take on that one, since you came late.
Okay, that's awesome news. We have Zambians joining such teams, whereas our men folk have failed to play for such teams and to join such. But the ladies are picking up the slack. So there we are, Zambians joining. We hope more will join them.
Yes.
And hopefully the men folk will be motivated to say, guys, we need to play in such countries, such leagues as well, and they can start going to those leagues.
Okay. Last batch of text messages. Juba Ngoma says, watching you from within North Mid area. Thank you, Augustine. Freelance Walia says, glued to the nations. Crim Dela Crim of sports program, Backpage Premier Sport. Thank you, Augustinho. Then Trust Sakala says, Sir Jerry now has a voice in that room for his patience. I have henceforth knighted him as Sir Jerry. It is not easy holding on
Thank you. This is the beginning of our dominance. For the next 10 years, we'll be on top.
He's talking like he's in one of those Roman movies, eh?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, and then Prince Sokoto says, please talk about the top 4 running. All right, we did talk about that as well.
Yeah.
Then Jerry, congratulations. One last Liverpool fan calling me, I can tell from the digits on the line. All right, Timothy Casolo.
How are you doing, guys?
Very well, guys. How are you?
Good. Just to say that we are the EPL champions and have a great one, guys.
Awesome, brother man. Thank you, KTK. That's Jerry clenching and punching in the air.
And getting himself a ticket.
Exactly, you know what I mean. Inauguration, coronation, coronation. All right, so that is all we had on the program. We'd like to appreciate everyone that is sending the text messages and get interactive with us. Please don't forget to hit the red subscribe button. Log on to YouTube, look for Lorenzo Entertainment TV. Hit the red subscribe button and be part of the big Backpage family. We'll definitely appreciate, and you'll be rewarded with goodies right on this very platform. All right, from me